I'm Kimberly Chang. You can get a ticket to Better Health today. We'll tell you about a bus that's rolling through the valley offering free tests that could save your life.
Live, Local 2 News this morning starts now.
All right, heart disease has typically been considered a man's disease, but research shows this is not necessarily true.
According to the Centers for Disease Control, heart disease is the leading cause of death in the U.S., and nearly half of those are women.
KPSP Local 2's Kimberly Chang is live outside our studios in Thousand Palms to talk about prevention. Kim.
Yeah, and it's a good time to start thinking about your heart, especially around the holidays when we're eating too much, just stuffing our faces, and probably not working out as much as we should. This is the HealthFair bus, and you may start seeing it around town pretty soon. This week, in the next couple of days, they'll be doing prevention and testing, giving out information. Joining me now, the president of HealthFair, James Ekbatani. Thank you for being here this morning.
Thank you.
Around the holidays, are there certain foods and things that we should avoid?
You should avoid food and high saturated fat. And avoid overeating to begin with, because we have a tendency to, be going to a lot of parties and eating and so forth. So be careful how much you eat.
All right, now this bus is again going to be rolling around town. You are offering some advanced testing, some heart tests. Why is it important to get this testing done?
This is one of the fleet of 20 buses that are running around in multiple states. It's important to get the test done because oftentimes we overlook our health situation and we don't focus on prevention. What we're trying to do is bring the message of prevention to everybody to make sure that we deal with problems before they actually become a problem, before you end up in the hospital.
What are some of the tests that you will be performing on board?
It's a series of 7 tests that we do typically from neck to the ankle. It's a test for carotid artery. I have a sample of a carotid artery here. This is one of the 2 arteries that goes to the neck, and this is an example of a clear artery. And as we age and start eating this high saturated fat and smoke and don't do the right things, we start building plaque in the artery. So this equipment here can actually determine the amount of plaque, and if we get to a level that's higher than 50%, we have a high risk of having a stroke.
Yeah, and these are some expensive tests, so tomorrow you're actually offering some free screenings, and all of that information is on our website, kpsplocaltwo.com. Just click on the hot button on the top left-hand corner of the screen. Todd and Stella, back to you.
Kim, speaking of avoiding the hospital, he mentioned that. What are some simple things we can do on a daily basis to prevent from getting a heart attack?
Yeah, Stella, I want to pull up a full screen here. There are 5 lifestyle changes that you can make immediately to help with your heart. One is, obviously, you want to exercise. You want to watch your weight, get 7 to 9 hours of sleep, quit smoking. That's a really important one. I mean, obviously, that's terrible for you, and so if you can do that, you definitely want to do that right away. Take heart-healthy vitamins, and really quickly, what are those?
Omega-3s, fish oil, CoQ10, plenty of vitamin C and D3.
All right, get a cardiovascular screening, and this one, I know, Stella, you love this one. Get to your dentist, get your regular scheduled testing appointments, do all of that. It's very important. Really quickly, why?
There's a correlation between plaque on the teeth and the plaque in the arteries, so that's been proven already. So you got to make sure that we have good dental hygiene.
All right. Get to the dentist. We mentioned it at 5. Very important.
Yeah, brush your teeth and floss. And I also saw a commercial by Dr. Oz, and it caught my attention. Right. I started to listen closely as he was saying, go to the doctor. It has something to do with heart disease. So, yeah, don't be afraid.
Yeah, especially around the holidays. You got to keep this in mind. It's really important stuff.
Cool.
Good stuff, Kim. Thank you so very much. All right, a panel votes today